they mama. I mean, daddy, if you would get your kids, raise your kids so they'll know who they is. I know what you're saying, lady. Why would you say that?
You're being put on notice. We know you're not being totally honest about your money and your divorce.
Maybe we cheered each other on in our singleness a bit too much. Some would even argue that maybe we took feminism too far.
Because I'm just gonna say it's a lot of y'all just had kids for child support anyway.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
You can say that walking away. Now, pick it up. Pick it all up. Pick it up. I ain't just I'm making it messy in this. Call the fucking police. Call them. Call them. Call them, Call them. Call them. I hear it.
I read my one. I need a. Right now.
This how you get this.
Missouri out here.
This is what creates the young men busting things up, the unalivings happening. This is sad, man. And this is what this lady had to say about it. Because she's not talking about this situation, but she's talking about what happens and in general.
If some of y'all men don't get these kids to raise them, we gonna be in some trouble. Y'all better get these kids from the mamas. Get your boys, especially get your boys and raise your boys. Get them from their mama. It's a whole lot of mamas missing up their kids, missing their. Someone don't even know who they is cause of who they mama. I mean, daddy, if you would get your kids, raise your kids so they'll know who they is. I know what you're saying, lady. Why would you say that? Look, some of y'all know y'all don't know how to raise no kids.
Now, that lady is talking about fathers raising their kids. But what she has to really understand is women are having babies with the same guys. I'm talking about guys that have 9, 10 kids. So are you going to tell those guys with 9 or 10 kids to get over their kids? It's kind of hard to do, right? When he's taking care of so many other kids. I mean, look at what happened with the guy with the birthday party, right? The guy had like 4 or 5 baby mothers at one time, right? Rapper, 4 or 5 baby mothers at one time. And then they blame it on so many other guys who don't even have kids. So is the guys that don't have kids supposed to take care of these kids? I'm sorry, it's real touching, but what's to be done?
You're being put on notice. We know you're not being totally honest about your money and your divorce. The funny thing is, you're not as clever as you think you are. With the help of the Divorce Money Guide, wives are finding the hidden money and they're coming for it. That's right. You're not going to be able to keep cheating the special woman in your life out of her share of the marital money. Ladies, I want to hear your story about your shady ex and the money he's hiding. DM me or drop your story in the comments. It's time to let the men know we're coming for our money.
If that man, this is an actual commercial. And the way she's putting that, we're letting the men know. Let the men. You know how many women probably call this lady? I don't know who this lady is, but I would love to see some numbers on how sales have risen. And I'm sure it's tenfold. With that look she has and her eyes, lets the world know she's serious. That's the kind of attitude she has. And women will reach out to her. This is sad.
I think maybe we took being single a bit too far. Maybe we cheered each other on in our singleness a bit too much. Some would even argue that maybe we took feminism too far, because I'm looking around the group and thinking, not even one wedding is on the horizon. Not even that it's not on the horizon. We are actually so single that we are at the point where I wouldn't even go into a shop and pick up an expensive dress and think, I'll save this for a wedding. Like, I cannot think of a single one of my friends who is nearing marriage. And as I said, for entirely selfish reasons, I'm just like, we're gonna need to rectify that, because I personally need to be at the weddings in my prime. I need to be at that open bar having my your name moment. Like, it just really does seem like something I'm gonna have to delve into in my 20s, and time is running out. Unfortunately, time is running out. 5 years down, like, we are gonna need the weddings to start rolling in. But as I said, I do believe that we have cheered each other's singleness on a bit too much, and I just don't know if I will be seeing a wedding before the decade is out, unfortunately, for me.
That's bad. She doesn't know if she going to see a wedding before the decade's out. And you know what bogged my mind a little bit? She said, I need one. Like, why do you need a wedding, right? You need to go to a wedding? That's why you want to see one? No, you should want it to stop because it's an issue, right? It's an issue for you and your friends because hard times are definitely coming. I don't know why people can't realize what's going on right now, right? There's a big recession. And it's wild because it seems like it's only really happening in the States. Every country you go to, I don't see, the food prices rising exponentially, except for on products from the West, right? Of course, products are going up somewhat, but it's not the same as it is. Real estate, everything is not the same as it is in the West. But still, guys, these women have found it to be okay to have that mind frame of, we don't need men. Why do you think men leave, right? Women really feel that way. As she said, it's a problem. Feminism has all me and my friends lonely. I haven't been to a wedding in years. And I'm happy that before I left the West, I was able to go to a wedding. And you know who it was from? It was from my younger cousin. And she's still married to her man. And this was like 12, 13 years ago.
Kids you have matter. Whether we want to believe it or not, if you are a single woman and you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, whether they're by the same daddy or you got 3 or 4 baby daddies, when a man look at you, this matters. Why? Come on now, let's not be selfish. If a man come into your life, he pretty much is representing a male figure to those kids, whether he's their daddy or not. Also meaning that if he gonna love you in your entirety, he's gonna also have to be in the lives of those kids. Y'all don't think when y'all out here jumping from one man to another and y'all ain't using no birth control or y'all raw dogging, or if y'all are even in a committed relationship that, hey, I don't spit out 3 or 4 kids. It might be a possibility that one day I'm single again and I might want to date. How is it that you get mad when guys ask you how many baby daddies you got? Or you get mad when people say, how many kids you got? You can't get mad. You can't get mad, and you can't always say, well, they daddy take care of them. That ain't none of your business. It is their business. And if it ain't their business, then you stay single and you raise your kids.
He's cooking out garbage.
Because I'm just going to say it's a lot of y'all just had kids for child support anyway. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of y'all just had kids by the men to pretty much lock them down and make sure that you got financial stability for the rest of your life. We just going to be honest, because a lot of people ain't going to say this. A lot of y'all didn't get those kids by oops. Kids are not made by oops. You had these kids by these men to stay in these men's life, and then they left you. Then you end up with a football team family reunion. And now you out here, you 45 and 42 years old, and you say, well, had 2 of my children grown. It don't matter. You had 4 baby daddy. It don't matter that 2 of them grown. A guy and a man looks at your track record. But why y'all can't have without getting all these children?
Let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Bringing these kids into these up dysfunctional relationships, and that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I get real triggered. And then y'all the ones that lead the choir and y'all in the church and y'all saying God, this is God. What God was when y'all were having all them babies? What God was and your Jesus when you were having all them children by all them different men that says that in the Bible that you're supposed to be having all these children inside of marriage? Goodbye.
And she's right. She's right. But they don't see any problem with that, right? And then women do that. And then they run back to God to ask for a man. After they've done all of that, right? Have all those babies out of wedlock. Then they run back and say, I know I just man for me. That's 6'5", making 100,000. Listen, that dream man needs to stop, right? It does. And it's funny because, right? I know a guy. I just interviewed him the other day. He's in the Philippines. Right. And when he decided to go to the Philippines and get him a sweet Filipina, oh man, did the woman get mad. I did an interview with him. A lot of y'all probably seen it on the Black Filipino TV. And this guy had the woman coming for him. Guys, actually, I don't want to ruin it, but I'll show one here. Woman are coming at his wife. Oh, how couldn't you go for one of your own kind? Blaming it on her. Like, you should have seen it. It's crazy, right? But this is what's happening. The women are now starting to go out and say, I made all of these mistakes in my life. So let me go target this other woman that's going to make him happy. And you know why they went at him? And there's the reason why I brought him up. Because he's one of those guys, 6 feet, over 6 feet tall, makes money. They're mad at passport bros because they're saying, wait a minute, our options are leaving and going over to these women. But these women are beautiful, not only beautiful, they're at our beck and call. You don't have to ask them to be at your beck and call. That's just what they do. And good men are leaving. So I think it's a win-win, right? I think you should be happy for the guys leaving and say, you know what, congratulations. But that's not going to happen. He was flipped on. It says, POV, you became a passport bro. And then this one here says, we don't need black men. And then the Filipina says, we'll take them. This is exactly what happened to the brother Panay Social, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I did an interview with. Same thing. It says you're going to take that Filipina up on her offer. That's exactly what's happening. But this man knew. He particularly went to Philippines looking for a Filipina, right? And he found one. And she was shocked. She couldn't believe. And you know how she took it? She took it like, wow, you're looking for a wife? I'm looking for a husband, because most Filipinas are, right? A lot of guys come here trying to play games, and you can. There's Filipinas that's with the smoke in both ways, right?
We met on Tinder. I honestly, man, I wasn't even trying. I was just trying to enjoy my vacation, man.
Oh, I think we're on the same page. I'm looking for a wife. I was like, damn, he's interesting. So, okay. I was like, damn, I've been looking for a husband. So, okay.
How long did it take for like you guys to meet up?
Yeah, no, actually, I thought it was
That's
lying.
a tip. Yeah, she thought I was lying.
It's like, he's a high volume man. And I'm just.
You can take care of a family and you have good character. The only thing I remember from the time we met until the time I got back on the plane is that she was completely covered up and left everything to the imagination. And I was like, holy shit.
Right? They're for the getting down, and they're for the drama too. You can find it all here. I've been here for so long. I'm telling you now, you can find it all here. But there's women that will get down like that, but not many. Why is that? Because a lot of them are looking for love. They're looking for marriage. And why are they like that? Because it's in their DNA. That's all they see. It's all they know. So women go, why are you going to a place like that? Because it's a man's best option, right? I don't even know if they passed the divorce law yet. You can get annulled, but you can't get divorced here. So guys are leaving from a place where the divorce is, as you see the divorce lawyer in the front, right? Oh, I can find the money. Like, that's crazy. They got commercials like that now. So guys want to go to somewhere where there's no commercials like that. There's no commercials like that here in the Philippines. I probably thought I seen a commercial like that, but there's nothing. And women really feel that way. Not all, not 100%, because, you know, they would say, oh, you saying all of them? No, not every single one, but it's most. And guys are leaving for that most because they realize
this is the way.
Passport, bro. Passport. No. It's definitely more to life than going through a divorce with you or dealing with you. See y'all next video.